Confessions from the Heart. This is a good one. This is a story to basically explain the other details that are unknown about the fight between me and my trainer, Ronald Balls Everline, a.k.a. Just Train, when we were on the plane. So those people that saw the doc that I did, Kevin Hart, Don't Fuck This Up, you know, a lot of you guys misinterpreted this scene, so I'm about to give you the real deal behind this and some of the stuff that just wasn't in the edit. So, you know, the whole thing started because of miscommunication. You know, me and Boss we taking shots. We fresh off of an amazing show. As we're drinking, you know, we get to talking about life, stability. And I raised the question of, you know, if things were to stop today, do you think you would be able to survive? And it's just a question, right? But because we're drinking, the question was misinterpreted for, do you think you'll be able to survive without me? Which wasn't the case, but you know, we're drunk. We're drunk. It was a question of, with all of us, myself included, do we think we'll be able to survive and keep going if everything stopped today? And it's crazy that we're in these times that we are in now because we're actually dealing with something like that. And, you know, which is why I'm telling the story. So I ask it, and Boss like, yo, what the fuck you mean? You know, we drunk. So Boss get drunk, he get on tequila. Boss is funny because it's heavy. That's when his Texas really come out. Boss is from Houston, Texas. So Boss like, the fuck you mean? He said, I can survive. I always have. I'm a man, boy. He said, boy, I'm a fucking man, boy. I'm always going to do what I got to do. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? The fuck are you talking about? You're not listening. So now we arguing. I'm like, you ain't fucking listening. He's like, oh, ain't nobody got to listen to you. Oh, monkey face ass. So I'm like, bitch, who you talking to? Okay, you ain't listening. You so goddamn stupid. He's like, stupid. You stupid, bitch. So we get to going back and forth. And Harry and Naeem, you know, they're on the plane as well. So Harry like, yo, man, y'all need to cool out, man. Everybody just need to chill the fuck out, man. My wife like, yeah, y'all being stupid. Why y'all even getting all angry like this? And Naeem like, hey, man, y'all just need to stop. It's alcohol involved. Everybody just needs to stop. But naturally, testosterone is flaring. The fucking language is flying. So the camera lady that we had that was with us at all times, she's filming it. So Boss gets mad. He turned around. He go, get that fucking camera out my face. And he touched the camera, right? And I'm like, hey, man, don't you fucking... I snap. Hey, man, don't you snap on her and touch the fucking camera? And when I do it, I got my finger in Boss' face. Don't you fucking do that to her. Right, we're on fire. We're on 10 right now. Alcohol levels at an all-time high. Boss said, bitch, I'm gonna kill you. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. Boss, get up. Boss go to fucking get up. My wife jumps up. She moves like in the corner. Harry immediately goes to grab Boss. Naeem gets up, grabs Boss by the back. Jeff grabs Boss, right? He's like, no, let me go. I'm gonna fuck his little ass up. I'm about to kill him. So they all got him. And when I got him, you know, I'm drunk. So I see an opportunity. His arms are held. So while they holding him, I said, you ain't got nothing, bitch. I smacked him. Right? I smacked him. He said, oh! When I tell you, Boss's strength reached ultimate levels. Harry, boom, out the way. Jeff, boom, toss him out the way. Naeem, out the way. It looks like Boss is about to grab me. And I'm like, at this point, I blacked out. I'm like, bitch, it is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. Ain't nobody afraid of you. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm saying quotes from all types of movies. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do me and you gonna do you. Whoever died, die. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm a man. I'm on one, right? They grab Boss, hold Boss down, they calm Boss down. Go sit down. Go sit down, man. Harry look at me like, you need to chill. Y'all supposed to be brothers, man. Y'all up here about to fight on the fucking plane. You don't fight on no goddamn plane. You should be fighting in general. Harry snapping. Boss goes sit way in the back. He said, it's cool. He said, I ain't got shit to say now. When we get off the plane, he said, Kev, I promise you, I'm gonna fuck you up, right? So I'm still on 10. I look at Boss, I say, I can't wait. Don't threaten me with a good time, bitch. I'm still talking shit. We still got 3 hours of flight time left. The alcohol levels are dropping. Boss is in the back. He's just staring out the window. Boss slowly fades asleep. I'm up. Occasionally I blurt out some shit. Y'all got me fucked up. I don't know what y'all think this is. I'm small, but I ain't no bitch. I ain't never been a bitch. Ain't nothing wrong with taking an ass whooping from time to time. As long as I get the respect behind it, nobody afraid of his big ass. Ain't nobody up. This is just me talking to myself. Man, we get about 7 minutes from landing. Planes, we on the tarmac. Boss wakes up, looks right at me, and goes, I hope you ready. I said, oh God. I told my wife, I said, you go off the plane first, just go get in the car, okay? Harry and Naeem and Jeff, they like, hey, boss, man, you gotta chill out. Don't nobody tell me nothing. As soon as he walk off this plane, I'ma fucking knock his little ass out. I said, oh, boy, I guess it's gonna happen. I go to walk off the plane, it's sirens, flashing lights. The cops were called to be there because we had a problem on the plane. I have never been more happy to see police in my life. The police saved my goddamn life. Boss was gonna kill me on that runway. I wouldn't have had nothing. I would have threw my first 2 punches, and if he had got past them, that was my ass. So ultimately, this confession is based around the boys in blue being where they were supposed to be that night. Thank you. And you know what, boss? Thank you for being the goddamn brother from another mother, because immediately after me and my guy got on the phone and realized we were drunk, I apologized for my wrongdoings. He accepted my apologies. He apologized, and we moved on. And that's what real friends do. Real friends beef, real friends fight and argue, but ultimately there's a solution. The solution almost ended with me getting mopped up all over that fucking tarmac. That man looked me in my eye and said, I hope you fucking ready. I said, oh God. I told my wife, go. I was stuttering, get in the car. Just get in the car. True story, confessions from the heart. Love you, Hart. This one here is this is a story from when I was in Scandinavia, and I got food poisoning. I don't know what it was, man. You know, I think we ate some raw chicken. We were somewhere, and the chicken was like, it had like a little pink color to it, and my friends, the Plastic Cup boys, like, nah, I ain't fucking with that chicken, man. That chicken don't look like it's cooked all the way. And I took a couple bites of it, and I was like, yeah, it don't. It's good as hell, though, but it don't. Ended up leaving the chicken alone. But I did take some bites of it. After they said it was pink, I took like 2 more bites of it before I was like, I ain't fucking with that chicken. That night come, man, all hell break loose. I'm throwing up. I can't keep nothing down. Keep in mind, we out the country. So, you know, going to the hospital out the country, to me, I was like, yo, I don't want to do that because, you know, there's a language barrier. I don't have information to give them. I don't know what they're asking for. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just going to rough it out. I'm throwing up, shitting all night. They come to my room the next morning, they was like, yo, what you gonna do about the show? We canceling the show or what? And I was like, no, the show gotta go on, man. I'll be able to soldier through it for that hour and 15 that I'm on stage. We get to the venue. At this point, it's just everything. I can't keep nothing down. It's either coming out my mouth or my ass. I can't keep nothing down. I say, I'm just gonna go in the back. I'm just gonna sit on the toilet until it's time for me to go on. Just tell me when it's time for me to go on. I would always show up to the venue, like, you know, a good 45 minutes before I actually was supposed to go on stage. Everybody else would get there before me. We get there, I'm in the back, I'm just sitting on the toilet. Kev, it's time. All right. I drank like a quick thing of water and some ginger ale. Settle my stomach before I go on stage. Go on stage, I start performing. I'm midway through, I don't feel bad. I'm gonna make it. I get to like my last 7 minutes of my set. Bloop, bloop, I feel my stomach. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Don't you fucking do this to me. Come on, Kevin. Finish. I go to tell my joke. It's like when you ever have to go to the bathroom and you get home and you try to put the key in the door and you can't get the key in because you can't get the key in, you gotta go more and more and more. My stomach and now it's on my mind. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen right here. It's gonna fucking happen. And I'm like, I can't end the show because I'm in the middle of the joke. It's like, this is my last joke. So I start trying to speed through the joke. I'm trying to speed through the fucking joke. I can't do it. I can't. And I'm cramped up to the point where I can't even walk. So I'm like holding this tight ass pose while I got the microphone. And I said, fuck it. I just said, fuck it. Pat, pat. Shit on myself. Right on stage. Got off stage and was like, oh well. Went to the bathroom. Took them drawers, threw them drawers in the trash. Left the venue. Told nobody to get in the car with me. I need to be in that car by myself with the driver. One of the most depressing rides to the hotel I've ever had in my life. Shitted on myself. On stage.
Hey, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation.
Confessions from the Hart. It's another story. A really funny story. This is about the time me and my friend Keith Robinson got locked up together. I'm gonna love this story. In New York, for some reason, everything always happens in New York. Keith Robinson, mentor, friend, brother. Keith has always had like this thing with the cops, man. He's always had like this weird energy of a back and forth between him and cops. It didn't matter what the situation was. He was real lippy with cops all the time. We are coming back from doing a college. We did a college. Keith was actually booked on a college. I opened for Keith on a college. So I had to do 15 minutes in front of him. Keith paid me a little bit of money. So he was like, Kev, drive back. We were driving back to Philadelphia from New York City. While we are in New York City, there's a situation, this is a very true story, where a woman is crossing the street. We're at a light. A woman's crossing the street, and while the woman's crossing the street, me and Keith, we're looking at the woman cross the street. Not being disrespectful or rude, but the woman's crossing the street. We're at a light. The cop car pulls up beside us, and Keith looks over. The cops look back at Keith. And there's not an exchange, but there's like a little weird energy there. We pull off. When we pull off, as soon as we pull off, the fucking cops light us up. Whoop, whoop. When the cops light us up, I'm like, fuck, I'm driving. I'm like, I don't have my license. I don't have my fucking license. I tell Keith, he's like, we'll be good. Keith used to call me little dummy. Little dummy or little stupid. I go, I don't have my license. He's like, all right, don't worry about it, stupid. We're fine. It's my car. It's registered. Cops pull us over. They get up there. They go, license and registration, please. I tell the cop, I say, I don't have my license. I said, but I can give you my name, my social, whatever you need. Keith immediately goes, what'd you pull us over for? The cop goes, sir, let me talk to the driver of the vehicle. I need your license and registration. I said, sir, once again, I don't have my license. It's his car. Keith goes, fuck that. This is a true story. He goes, fuck that. What'd you pull us over for? The cop goes, I'm going to ask you again to shut your mouth and let me talk to the driver of the vehicle. I go, hey man, listen, my name is Kevin Hart. I don't have my license. You can run my name. Keith goes, nah, this fucking cop just looks for any reason. You got nothing. You got nothing on us. You should let us go. Stop trying to get extra credit, dummy. He says that to the cop. The cop goes, I've had enough of you. Step out the car. Keith goes, I don't give a fuck about stepping out the car. I'll step out the fucking car. Keith steps out the car. I'm in the car. I'm behind the driver's wheel. I see Keith get out the car. The cop is now approaching Keith. The cop goes, put your hands behind your back. Keith goes, no, you put my hands behind my back. I'm watching in complete disbelief. I forgot to mention, Keith is an old guy. Keith was older. Not an old guy, because now I'm 40. At the time, Keith was like 44. Keith is like, no, stupid. I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You do it. He was like 40. The cop goes to grab Keith's arm. Keith takes the cop, slams the cop on the car. Boom! He said, get off me. You're weak. He goes, you're weak. You got nothing. He goes, Keith talks like a 70s movie action hero. He's like, you got nothing, stupid. I suggest you call a team. You need backup to get me. I'm sitting there. I'm in the driver. I'm like, oh my God, Keith is going to fucking jail. The cop, he like gets up. He tries to like wrestle Keith a little bit. Keith is manhandling the cop. He's not hitting him. He's just, every time the cop tries to grab him, he's like, he's defending himself, positioning himself to where the cop can't get him. He's not slamming him no more. The cop can't get him. He pushes the cop. Cop falls down. Backup is now coming. You see lights. Cars pull up. I'm still in the fucking driver's seat, scared to death. I'm like 23, 24 years old at the time. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The cop now gets out the car. Keith is standing there. He's standing there like this. He keeps doing this with his shoulders. The cop is like, he's resisting arrest. 3 cops go up to grab Keith. They trying to put his arms behind his back. He's holding his arms on the hood. He was like, you're weak. You're all weak. Nobody's got nothing. Cop pulls out pepper spray. I hear Keith say, I eat pepper spray. Shh. Ah. Ah. You motherfuckers pepper sprayed me. I'm sitting in the car. A woman police officer comes around to me. She goes, if you open your mouth, you're going to get the same. I said, I ain't said nothing. I am cooperating, man. She says, get out the car. Get out the car. I get out the car. They are whooping Keith's ass. I start yelling, y'all got to stop. Stop, man. He ain't doing nothing no more. Stop. The woman puts the pepper spray up to me. I just close my eyes. I said, ma'am, I do not want any problems at all. I'm just saying he's on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Take my hands, they put my hands behind my back, put the cuffs on me, they put me in the back seat. They put Keith in the same back seat, which never happens. You don't never get to ride in the same fucking like car as the person, you know, that you're in trouble with. So I'm like, well, how the fuck is Keith in here? He's sitting there. They're sitting him there until I guess the other car comes up that they can put us in, because the car that pulled up, there was 2 officers in it, and that officer was acting like the watch out vehicle, whatever. I smell shit. Keith goes, they kicked me in my stomach. He goes, a little bit of shit came out. They don't know who they're fucking with. I said, wait, you shit on yourself? He goes, they booted me good in the stomach, little dummy. And like his eyes are red. It looks like he's crying. He's like, they got no idea who they're fucking with. I'm going to show them. I was like, Keith, We going to jail. No, you're not. This is bad. We're going to jail. We go to fucking jail. After they separate us, they take us to the jail cell, separate cars. They finally put us in our cell. We're in an open cell. Keith's shirt is ripped up. His fucking pants are like ripped on the side. He's got bruises and shit on his face. You can tell they fucked him up bad. He goes to me, he goes, where were you at? Why didn't you help? What? What do you mean, why didn't help? It's the fucking cops, man. I'm not fighting no cops with you. He's like, cause you're a bitch. You should have been in there with me. We should have both got pepper sprayed. I said, no, we should not have. Me and Keith got in a full-fledged argument in the jail cell because he felt that I should have been there. It all gets done. The argument is over. Keith made his call. Keith's brother comes out. This is when I realized that sometimes you just don't know who people are. Keith called his brother. His brother came down. Keith had a plethora of black people outside of the police station in the morning, marching and screaming, "Free Keith Robinson." They were screaming, "Free Keith Robinson." They were all saying like police brutality. They were all saying all of this shit. In the back of my mind, I was like, Keith was wrong. They don't know the story. Keith slammed that cop. And the cops were black. True story. Another confession from the heart. Keith Robinson literally got the shit kicked out of him. I remember 24 years old, man. I got tons of gems. I eat pepper spray. Ah! Confessions from the Heart. This is a oldie but goodie. This is the story about when I basically spilt pineapple juice all over Beyonce's new shoes. All-Star Weekend. It's an amazing time. We're in Houston. It's a great look. We're just having a good time. Hov and B go to the club. I go to the club. I see Hov at a different section. I go, let me go holler at Hov. I go walk over to the section. And we're talking, having a great conversation. And, I don't even know B is there. Because the section is a little crowded. So me and Hov are standing up. And, after a long conversation, he goes, well, Kev, what you drinking? I go, shit, I don't care. And I go, what you got? And I go to look down. And I say, oh, let me get some of this, but I'm going to mix it with the pineapple juice. I go reach my hand for the pineapple juice. Pineapple juice spills. Bow! Whole thing. We just watching it. It's all falling out. Nobody thought to just pick up the canister. Nobody thought to fucking pick it up to stop it. We just watching all the pineapple juice spill out. And as I'm watching it, I look up at him. And I go, damn, that's fucked up. My bad, man. I didn't even see that shit. He turns around, bends down, somebody talking in his ear. He comes back up to me, he go, Kev, you just spilled pineapple juice all over my wife's fucking legs and shoes. I said, get out of here. I look behind him. I see B sitting down. She like getting napkins. She's got like a fucking pound of napkins, wiping everything. That ain't good. That is not good right there. So I just look at Hov. I say, well, I need to make this right. Because I feel bad. I feel bad, man. I reach in my pocket. I grab some money. I ball it up and I shake Hov's hand. I put it in his hand. And I go, look, this is the best that I can do. Because I feel bad, man. Don't fight me on this. Just take it. Just take it. And I got his hand balled up tight as hell. I got the money. in the middle of his hand. He like, Kev, you ain't got to do that. I'm like, nah, man, I feel like shit. I got B in here, sticky. That pineapple juice gonna be a bitch, and it's not coming out them shoes. We know that. What an idiot. Sorry, man. Should stay my dumb ass in my section. Hov like, it's good, it's good. I'm like, all right, man. Don't open your hand until I leave because I don't want to feel bad. Don't make me feel bad. I leave, walk out, get to my other side. I look over at Hov to see if he's looked at his hand. I could tell he did because he's shaking his head and he's looking for me. It's a look of disgust on his face. I gave him $20. That's all I had on me at the time. I was hoping the $20 would cover whatever the price of that pineapple juice was. It wasn't about B's outfit or her shoes. I couldn't afford to cover that cost. I just paid for the pineapple juice and I got the fuck out of there. True story. It's Confessions from the Heart. That all-star weekend didn't end so well. I guess you could call it a sticky situation.